So, John, we're welcoming your opinion because you know from which you speak on both sides. And I'm just going to ask you a straight up question. Are we going to get a deal?
No.
Thanks for coming on, John. Appreciate that. We'll see. No, I'm kidding.
Awesome. No, we may get something. It's very easy to, announce you're buying soybeans and the like. The currency structure they're talking about is actually not a good thing. There's been an internal dispute inside the U.S. group about the Chinese currency. Some of them, the neocons, saying China's been cheating on the currency and pushing it down. The others, who understand that the People's Bank of China has actually been buying, not selling their currency, and so have been pushing it up. But yeah, you could see some kind of an announcement that we're going to stabilize the currency. The irony of that is that the factor that's been driving the currency the wrong way from the U.S. perspective has been the U.S. making statements about doing things to foreign investors, which causes foreign investors to pull their money out, and they sell the RMB when they do and drive it lower, not higher. So, clown car.
Yeah, I mean, and so if we don't get a deal, and I know that our own Jim Cramer doesn't think we're going to get a deal anytime soon. A lot of other smart folks we've talked to say we're not going to get a deal anytime soon, but they're going through the motions, so maybe everybody could be wrong. If we don't get a deal, John, then what? I mean, do tariffs just stay on forever? Do they go up? And do, both sides just literally engage in a shootout where no one wins?
Well, nobody's won yet. World economy is just about ready to tip into recession.
Well, if the two biggest economies in the world, John, keep shooting at each other and start to make impact, then no one's going to win.
Absolutely. And you can see it especially in the case of Germany and the EU. They've been shot by the same bullet in the trade war. But, it's easy to announce some things, buying goods and the like. The intellectual property stuff has actually been pretty well sorted out for 6 months. That's not a real issue. The hang-up is that there are some people in our administration who want to get China to essentially give up their economic model, state-owned companies, industrial policy, et cetera, and sort of switch gears over. That's like asking the U.S. to give up on Social Security,
Yeah. If you guys change your capitalist model, if you guys cancel Social Security or, you increase taxation to 30% across the board, then we'll do a deal. It's kind of what we're trying to do in some ways with China, change their system. Now, maybe the system needs to be changed. I'm not saying it doesn't because they rip off a lot of technology from U.S. corporations. But they're not going to change it because it is the bottom block on the Jenga tower.
It is, and it's also true that they can't do anything. Xi Jinping can't do anything that looks like he's being forced to do it by the U.S. because face and political sense inside China is what really matters. He has pressure from his right, too. There's a neocon group in China out of Shanghai that actually has been pushing on him to not give in to U.S. demands. So both of these leaders have their right wings to consider. So I don't think we're going to see a rabbit out of a hat this week, but we could well see some smiles and some announcement of some small things. But I don't think we're going to see a big trade pact announced anytime soon.
Maybe they'll announce that we could actually watch NBA games again in China. We're going backwards, not forward. You see, they compared the Rockets general manager's tweet to Donald Sterling, the disgraced former owner of the Clippers. That's what they're. Anyway, John Rutledge, thank you very much.